Hi guys, this is the Oracle of Daphne tarot reading for everybody who has a Virgo ascendant, sun, or moon. I was so excited to see all the views today from my videos, so thank you everybody for sharing all of my stuff. I haven't even got on Twitter and posted anything, but you guys rock. I mean, this is really cool for me. So you could probably tell I just showered and I just started blow drying my hair really fast, and I haven't even really had my breakfast. I'm drinking this amazing, I don't know if you can see it. It's amazing, like smoothie. It's purple. I love it when I make like a purple smoothie. It just makes me so excited because I know it's really, really good for me. So I'm drinking this stuff, and if I have purple teeth or, purple lips, that's why. It's not because I'm freezing to death. So, anyways, back to the reading. I'm just going to get right to it. All right. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to double shuffle because I was doing the readings last night, and I just want to make sure that it's good. All right. So, for Virgo, it looks like this is the path that you're currently on, like your foundation. This is where you're really at, with not your foundation, your path, I should say, your path, where you are at this moment, your journey currently in your life. And it's the spider, and the spider is all about patience. It's all about waiting for, basically it's about waiting for the right time and working hard. But it's coming to me, you don't have to work hard to work smart. So the spider kind of does both, I think. The spider, he's smart, but he also is diligent. He builds a web, a massive web, and I always feel really bad if I go outside in the, to go hiking or something, and I go through a spider web, because I feel like, oh my gosh, that guy, the spider is probably taking him like 2 weeks to get this perfected. And it's actually interesting because I was thinking Virgos are the perfectionists. They're the ones, they're like the dentists, okay? They're the brain surgeons. They look at every little tiny thing. They make excellent doctors. They're just good analysts too, good listeners. This kind of really is like Virgo. Virgos work hard. They are, the earth signs. They are grounded. They are practical. They know how to get things done. But they worry a lot. So my counsel is, don't worry, have patience, because hard work, all the hard work that you're doing will pay off. Okay, it'll all pay off. What's crossing you, it's actually, I think of this as the music card, the music man. This is the card where you need to go out and have fun. And Virgos love to dance. Virgos are they are really good dancers. You need to listen to more music. Just really, if you play music or if you're a musician, practice more. Even if you're learning how to play a musical instrument, practice more. Just do more musical things, and just music helps to detach us from all of that stuff that goes on in our head. And Virgo's got a lot going on, so just detach. Turn the computer off, like turn your phone off, just detach, listen to music, and don't work. Just, even if you spend like 10 or 15 minutes just detached and listening to music, it'll work wonders. I'm like positive it'll work wonders for you. Okay, so the foundation here, the root of the issue is that you are tortured by the devil. Something's bothering you. Someone's bothering you. The devil is in my card. There's a male and a female. It could be two guys, two girls, but it's it's two people, so it's a relationship that's really getting to you. Something that's really bothering you. It doesn't have to be. I'm kind of feeling like it's not necessarily like a romantic relationship. It could just be somebody else in your life that's bugging you, that you feel like is not really. They're just picking on you. They're picking on you and they're not supporting you and it's torturing you. And also, I just thought of this. I remembered this. The devil is that little whispering voice that can kind of come up your head. You can always think of like the little person on your shoulder that's saying, "You're never going to be anything. You're never going to do it." Da 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 da, and da 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 da, and like haunting you, kind of like a younger sibling or something that's haunting you. The naysayers, the haters, and don't let that negativity get you down, because it's really it's sad that this is your foundation, because it means that you feel like a lot of people are doing this. Could be a lot. Could be other, you'd feel like, this is the card where you want to feel something positive. You want to feel supported, Okay, and then moving on to the past. What's happened in the past is you started over. This is the New Dawn card. Also known as Judgment. It could have been something where like actually like an actual judgment was completed, or like a lawsuit was completed, and now you're moving forward. This is the day after. This is like a Monday card. This is the card where, if the cards were representing like a day, like this is Monday. So like this is the day after the weekend. This is the day you come back from vacation. This is the new start. So maybe you started a new job, and you're just starting out, and it's really positive. So that's really cool. What's crowning you is, I think of this as the Capricorn card. Maybe you have a Capricorn in your life. Virgos and Capricorns, best buds. At least I think so. Earth signs a lot of times go together. They're like the two boulders, the two pillars that hold everything up around them. So yeah, and this is the Magician. This is magic. This is rocks and crystals and information that you can that they bring, and that they ground you in. And if you have a little shop near your house, like a lot of Virgos like to shop, and they like little quirky things. Virgos are kind of quirky themselves. Go shopping and look for like a little new age shop that has a lot of rocks and stones, and your energy will just be refreshed, I think, from doing that. And then the card that's like around the corner, like I always think of it as the around the corner card. What's happening? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Right? Jamie Oliver always says that. What's going to happen next, guys? This is what's going to happen, And what's going to happen is that there's going to be a decision. You're going to make a choice, and the choice is is yes. It's not a no. It's a yes. I don't know if you've ever read Bethany Frankel's Place of Yes book. It's a great book. I'm like a huge fan of her. She's a great role model for women. So if you're a woman, read her book. And I'm trying to do that right now myself with saying yes to things, because it's easy to say no. It's easy to just be like nah, no. But if you say yes, then then the energy kind of changes around you, and it opens more doors, and the universe will be like, well, we can send her this, or we can send him this, because she's going to say yes, or he's going to say yes, and they're ready for it. They are ready for the next step. And this is your emotional state right now. Either you're waiting on something, or you're about to take action on something. This is like about the harvest. I talk about waiting. I'm on the harvest. Okay, so there's a lot of things that go into harvest, right? And this is actually a great, I mean, I think of August, I think of corn, I think of peaches, I think of all those fruits in the store that are finally ripe and you waited forever for them and they're just amazing at this time of year. That would also be good too, because I think of it as the vegetable card. I've talked about this before, where people change their diets. They need to eat more vegetables. In America, we do not eat enough vegetables and fruits. Specifically, I think, Virgo, you need to eat more fruits. It's coming to me: peaches, pears, nectarines, plums. You know, stone fruits. There's actually a drink at the store. I think it's by Odwalla. That's the stone fruit. It could be by the Naked brand too. That's the stone fruit drink, and it's really amazing. You should definitely try it. But this is the time, you know, there's things that go into this harvest card. There's a time of waiting before you harvest something. So there could have been, you could be emotionally just overwhelmed and anxious, waiting on something to come through, and you've been waiting, but the time is now. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come through. So, you know, you don't have to feel so like anxious. You know, you can be anxious with this card. You know, you can feel like, you know, when can I do this? When can I pick this fruit? You know, is it going to be ripe? You know, I'm gonna take a little sip of my stuff because my throat's dry. It's good stuff. Okay, what's coming in for you is one of my favorite cards. It's this victory card. It's this guy standing on top of a mountain or a rock, basically, and he's climbed. He's climbed to the top through a lot of hard work, through a lot of effort and sacrifice and diligence, and he's been through a lot to get to where he is. And you might have put in 10 years at the office, you know. You might have put in 10 years and finally been promoted after those 10 years. That's this card, you know. You could have moved 16 times, like me, and finally found that one perfect place, you know. I'm still looking, personally, but, you know, you could have found that one perfect place, and that's home, and you don't need to move again, and you feel like, oh my God, I finally made it, you know, to the place that I want to be at. And this is your attitude. Your money is on your mind, Virgo. Money is on your mind, and money is coming in. Money is flowing to you. Just say to yourself, I am the channel for the money to roll in, but you don't even really need to, because this is, you know, money's going to roll in. You're thinking about it. Maybe you're doing some investing. Maybe and I really strongly recommend to invest conservatively. I have seen so many people, and I've met so many people who do not invest conservatively, or they get into what I call the investor's consciousness, which is, say somebody gets 40 or 50,000 from a sale. They buy a house, they buy a property, and suddenly they make some good money on it. It was a risky thing that they did, but they tried it. They flipped the house and they get 40 or 50,000. It's the person that puts it into the stock market and they don't invest it wisely, or they do invest it wisely and it's just, they are suddenly poor again. They're poor again. They couldn't possibly touch their money, and they cry poor and they ask people for money, and they're like, I have no money. It's in the stock market. You know, I have no money. Well, they do have the money. It's just been invested. So it's an investor's consciousness, and I caution you against that at this time. Not investing, but just having the consciousness and crying poor, still being giving. You know, so if you have money coming in, you know, and you always keep a little bit set aside so that you can give to others. So it's not tied up in the stock market. So you're not waiting for the stocks to go up or down or whatever. So that you can do something with it, because suddenly the investor's consciousness is about you getting the money, and then almost like when you invest it, it's like you're giving it to somebody else. Like it's not your money anymore. Even though you could probably take it out, but you don't want to. Suddenly you don't want to. And you're on this roller coaster ride of the stock market going up and down and all that. So I would just caution against that consciousness, that frame of mind. Now the overall, the outcome card is this girl, and you may have broken up with somebody. Because a lot of times I think about this card, I actually think of a specific person in my mind, and this is what I got for that person when they had broken up with somebody. And I think about this even with myself sometimes. You know, I've been here where I felt this way after a breakup. You just do. You just feel this way. And I'm sorry that you're going through this, but this is where you feel kind of alone, and maybe you can't get through to your friends, and you think nobody's there for you for whatever reason. Even if you're married, even if you have a relationship going on, you think nobody's there, and you just feel, it's a feeling, really. It's the Five of Pentacles, and here's the thing. The thing is this girl does not see, and I'm being drawn to the window, does not see the light coming in. She can't see it. So if you're female and you're watching this, look to the light. Go outside. Get some sunshine. Don't stay in. I mean, you can, but I would recommend going outside and getting some light, and focusing on those people that are in your life that maybe you haven't been paying attention to. Maybe they're your best friend and you haven't called them, because you're so wrapped up in Joe Schmo, who just hurt you, who just cheated on you, who just broke your heart, you really want to focus on this light, and if that means taking a pottery class or doing something small, something for yourself. This is Virgo. This is a reading for Virgo, and Virgos are quirky. They are very different in their tastes and what they like, and they're kind of eccentric. So if you've been wanting to do something, and maybe you just broke up with somebody, now is like the perfect time to do something. Take an art class, go to an art gallery. There's a lot of energy that you can. Positive energy that comes off artwork that you don't even know about. Go to a museum, and look at some stained glass, things like that, or even take like a stained glass class, So, if you're a guy watching this, and there may be somebody in your life that feels this way, so be very sensitive to their emotions and how they are feeling at this time. And if you broke up with somebody, just know that this is not a time to call them and rip them a new one. This is a time to let them sort through their feelings. They're not going to call you right now. They're not calling you. No, I don't feel that they're calling you. They're not thinking about call. Well, they're probably wondering if you're going to call them. But even if you did call them, they're going to be really emotional, and it would probably not result in anything good. It would just make them more upset. It's like that raw emotional state. That they're crying, hysterically crying sometimes. So the Virgo, this is overall very, very interesting. And see, here's the thing. These two cards go together in a way, because you've got the stained glass here. You've got those things. So the light, the sunshine, the positive energy. You need more positive energy in your life. And you can get positive energy by either cleansing yourself. You can cleanse yourself with some salt. You can buy some roses, because roses are the sweetest, most pure energy there is. And kind of just rub, put the roses around you, before you put them in the vase. Just, go around yourself with the roses. And getting some sunshine. So, anyways, thank you so much, Virgo. I will be doing the September videos shortly. Hopefully I'll get to them today. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much.